Barrister S.A. Luche, the chairman of First Bank Holdings, Chief Femi Otedola, has revealed what the publisher of this day newspaper, Nduka Obaigbena, did with the $230 million loan he obtained from First Bank Limited. We know that Nduka Obaigbena is also the owner of Arise Television, a popular television station, and also the owner of this day newspaper. Otedola sources made a revelation after meeting with President Bola Tinubu in the United Arab Emirates. Now, President Tinubu is in Abu Dhabi, the UAE, for a summit. In a statement which was issued very recently, just on Sunday, after the meeting with the president, Otedola said Obaigbena used $230 million to fund the presidential bid of the embattled former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, and luxury travels, amongst others. So, according to what Femi Otedola said, he said, and I'm actually going to read it out to you. My attention has been drawn to articles published by This Day on Thursday, January 9 and Friday, January 10, where clearly instigated by Mr. Obaigbena that there were baseless allegations aimed at smearing his reputation. Now, this was Femi Otedola referring to a publication that was published, right, in 2015 on This Day newspaper about a few years ago. Now, a couple of questions have arisen. Why are you bringing it up now? According to Femi Otedola, he says it is unfortunate that Mr. Obaigbena has resorted to such tactics simply because he has been asked to repay his $230 million loan. All right. Now, the continuation is the fact that the loan facilitated with the help of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, was purportedly for the operation of an oil block, which he obtained without competitive bidding. The funds, however, were diverted for personal use, funding Mr. Emefiele's presidential aspirations, acquisition of luxury properties abroad, the operation of a private jet, an extravagant $68 million spent on jet rentals in just 4 years. Now, according to him, he went further to say that Obaigbena's profligacy is well known, as is his penchant for using his media platforms to blackmail and silence those who hold him accountable. How would you react to this development?
Well, for me, it is most unfortunate that the man who is the chairman of the bank, not the managing director, not the legal advisor, not the chief, debt collector of the bank, is the one now fronting the entire business relationship between the bank and one of his customers. It is odd. And what makes it even dirtier is that Mr. Otedola had to go to meet with Mr. Tinubu in Dubai to begin to campaign over commercial transactions of a bank in Nigeria. I mean, the optics, when we do certain things in this country, we don't realize that the whole world is watching. Now, if an investor outside observes that the bank chairman is coming to meet the president in Dubai to campaign for activities or actions for a banking transaction in Nigeria, who will come to? Because it now boils down to everything. Who do you know? Do you have access to the president or not? Now, I'm not addressing whether the propriety otherwise of the loan claimed allegedly sourced by Obaigbena and his group. But the fact that the bank chairman, First Bank chairman, has to go to Dubai, personally meet the president to talk about debts, is ludicrous and it's unfortunate. It portrays Nigeria as a banana republic, that no serious investor will look at this country 2 times. Now, but when you even go to the details of what Mr. Otedola is talking about, Mr. Otedola suddenly became the chairman of First Bank. How did he get to that level? How did he assume that position? I read his statement. He talks about personal integrity. Which integrity is he talking about? How did he become the chairman of First Bank? And this is a bank that thousands of people have been having shares over the decades. And suddenly this young talk comes up and says he's the bank chairman, and he's now using the bank to discuss or deal with personal issues with the Obaigbena. It's rather unfortunate.
Why was he responding to a publication of 2015? Okay.
Linking the loan with the MSLA, whatever presidential ambition is being pedestrian. Is he trying to curry favor to get the public to be against Obaigbena or whatever? Yes, Obaigbena might have his faults, But why would the country issue an oil block to somebody who does not have the capacity to manage an oil block? So this whole dirty transaction reveals much about why Nigeria is where it is. From the fact that you begin to give out oil blocks to unqualified, incapable people who from nowhere become bank chairmen, and then the president himself has to come in to resolve commercial transactions. All this put together, it's a shame to the Nigerian banking institution. It's a shame to the Nigerian contraption, because it portrays Nigeria in extremely bad light, not just to the local to Nigerians, but also to international investors.